Hello, hello, my beautiful ladies and my handsome gentlemen. Today we are going to be talking about how jealous people can fake concern. Okay, this is going to be a really, really good topic. Also, if you have not signed up for the Defeating Social Awkwardness Masterclass this Sunday at 7, go ahead, visit yourlevelupguru.net and get yourself signed up. But let's talk about how jealous people, or jealous women in particular, like to fake concern. Now, this has to be one of the most This has to be one of the most witty and smart ways that jealous women like to cover up their jealousy is by faking concern. And I am going to give several examples of that. Like I told you guys before, I am no dummy to jealousy. I actually laugh when women think that I'm not going, like I can't tell, or they think that, a lot of women and men, they thrive on hiding their jealous behaviors behind certain actions in hopes that you won't catch them or put two and two together. I am a veteran when it comes to spotting jealous behavior because I've dealt with it for so long. So you can't get past me with that. I know. And one of the major ways that a lot of jealous women show their jealousy is through fake concern. So women, in summary, are very emotional. A lot of times we talk about men and all the things that men do, but no one talks about how manipulative women are and how they can sometimes use emotion as a way to trigger or exhibit a certain behavior in a person, right? They will try to use emotion. Jealous women like to fake concern. I will give you guys a perfect example about this. I will use an example on myself, and then I will use examples with an S on the end that you all may know, with like celebrities and famous people or reality stars. So I remember there was a time when I was in college. Like I told you guys, before I was really saved, I used to do videos. I used to do music videos. I would do Drake videos, Bad Bunny videos, nothing wild, nothing naked or anything wild like that, but I would do videos. Just the pretty girl that's in the video, whatever. And because of the company that I was working with to do the videos, the production company, we always had to take photo shoots every 2 weeks we would have to take photo shoots on Wednesday nights. It was required that you have to go to the studio, you have to take photos and always have updated headshots and body shots. So when the singers or the rappers or the R&B artists say, hey, I want like 15 girls for this video, those R&B artists sit there and they go through all the girls and they say, okay, I want her, like that. So I was taking videos and pictures and taking photos all the time. And I would post them. Back then I was 100% a gym rat. And listen, clutch your pearls when I say this. No one brings women down more than other women. Women are notorious for bursting other women's bubbles. Okay. They're never going to admit this. I always say women are never going to be honest with each other. That's why sometimes people don't like my content, because it's too much honesty. They can't take it. Most women are going to burst another woman's bubbles. You can't go in front of a group of women and be feeling yourself. They don't like that. Okay, so when I would take these photos, I would post them on my Instagram account. I was proud, I looked good, my body looked good. Some of them would be on the beach, some of them would be with bikini shots. I was proud of the way that I looked. Come on, I'm young, I'm 21, I'm in college, I'm enjoying myself, I'm living my life, right? So I posted this picture and I looked good. It was a very, very wonderful, right? When I come home that day, my mom pulls me to the side and she tells me, hey, did you post a photo recently? You got to take it down, all this stuff. Listen, sometimes my mother is on my live on YouTube. My mom is not the kind of parent that is overbearing like that. So when she told me that, I know that what she was saying wasn't coming from her. my mother ended up telling me that I had this cousin call her, right? Mind you, this cousin has my phone number. This cousin called her on the low. That's how sneaky women are. Called her on the low and said, oh, you're supposed to be a Christian. Your daughter's supposed to be a Christian. Why did you allow your daughter to post that? Because if I posted a picture like that, you were going to be on my tail about it. If I posted a picture like that, you were going to be on me about it. So all this stuff. So then when I told my mother about it, my mother was like, well, actually, you're kind of right. That is kind of shady, because why didn't she call you and address you about it? And you guys are the same generation. Why did she call me with an expectation of me jumping on you? So when I called her, I called this cousin up and I said, hey, how you doing? She said, I'm good. She didn't mention anything to me. That's how slimy women are. She didn't mention anything to me. She acted like everything was cool. I said, why did you call my mother about my picture? And she's like, what? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm 21 years old. Like, I can do as I please. Like, you don't have the right to police what I'm doing. I said, what is it? I'm like, are you insecure? Are you mad because you can't look like that? Like, what is it? Because it's not your concern. You're not concerned about my spiritual life. That's a lie. That's not what it is. Most people don't care about other people as much as you guys think. A lot of times it is this fake concern, right? And then I told her about it and she's like, oh no, that's not what I meant. I wasn't trying to be evil about it. I said, well, you were being evil about it because I'm an adult. You could have picked up the phone and called me. You could have texted me. Why go under the table and tell my mom and then tell my mom not to tell me? Like, you're jealous. I told her, I said, you're jealous. You're mad because you can't look like that on a photo shoot. And you wanted to try to rain on my parade, but that's not going to happen. And whatever, that was the end of that. And this cousin, by the way, used to weigh probably 350 pounds. Not talking down on women who are overweight, but I'm just saying, like, don't do that and get upset when somebody checks you about like, I will call out your insecurities if you're poking at me for no reason. You could have just scrolled, hearted it, liked it, or not said anything. You're the one that wanted to act on it. So if I embarrass you, then that's on you. And that's the thing with a lot of women. Women like to poke the bear and run. They like to poke people or throw the stone or throw the rock and hide their hand. They don't want to deal with the consequence of their actions. So they're going to do it in a sly way or a way that's under the table because they don't want to deal with the consequences. It's very cowardly. So whatever, that's that. How about 2 years down the line, this cousin ends up getting gastric bypass and ends up losing like 200 pounds or whatever, 250 pounds, whatever, however much pounds she lost. And then she started going online and wearing revealing clothing and wearing crop tops and wearing bikinis and posting provocative photos. So back then you were faking the concern, making it look like it was a Christian thing, and you cared about your baby cousin because her photo didn't look Christian enough, and you were concerned with my life and my walk with God. But that was a lie, because years down the line, you have gastric bypass and you're posting the same things. So when jealous women like to do this fake concern where they're like, oh no, girl, that dress is too revealing. Don't wear that. That's too revealing. You don't want to give off that kind of impression. Wear this shower curtain instead. In reality, they're acting like they're concerned about you, and they're acting like they're concerned about what you're wearing, and they're acting like they're concerned and they want you to, walk the narrow path, but they're just jealous. And the way that you look, it's triggering them. And because it's triggering them, they are going to make up a concern. I mean, I always tell women, you got to be very, very careful when you're dealing with women. You got to be very careful because the insecurities that they carry are so deep rooted that if you're not careful, you will end up getting bamboozled by them. Meaning the dress that looks the best on you, they're going to tell you to not wear it. That's why I always tell women, learn how to give your own opinion on yourself. Learn how to look in the mirror and know that you look good. Stop going to other women and asking them, hey, what do you think about my outfit? Because what a lot of them will do is they will say, oh, you're going on a date, wear that second dress. And they know the first dress is the hot dress that's going to have the man's jaw drop, but they're going to tell you to wear the second dress so you don't look as attractive or as voluptuous as you could have looked in the first dress. So I always tell women, learn how to gather your own info. Learn how to know what looks good on yourself. Like me, I know what looks good on me. I don't need to ask a woman, what do you think about this hair color? I don't need to do that. I never do that because I'm able to form my own opinions, and I've had enough experience in my life to know what hair color looks good on me, what outfit looks good on me, what makeup looks good on me. I can look in the mirror and assess myself and see what looks good on me. Now, if I have a woman close to me that I really, really trust and I really, really admire, I can trust her opinion, but even then I don't ask because I know what looks good on me. Another example of fake concern is I like to think about that scene with Beyonce and all the other girls. I forgot what the girl's name was in the group. She was the only other girl in Destiny's Child that had light eyes, light skin, and light hair. Now, we know in the African American community, there's a lot of colorism. So Beyonce, out of Kelly and what was the other one's name? I forgot her name. Out of Kelly and Michelle, Beyonce was the lighter tone, blonde, light eyes person. So maybe, allegedly, maybe she wanted to be the only light girl in the group. She wanted to have that queen bee. There's a lot of colorism. So she's probably thinking, I want to be the only light-skinned, green-eyed one in the group. I want to stand out more than all the other girls. So when the other girl came in that also was beautiful, had the light eyes, the light skin, the light hair, you can see in that scene where Beyonce's like, well, you do got to get your luggage. How are you going to get your luggage though? Don't you got to get your luggage? Acting like she was concerned, but in reality, she really wanted the girl to get out the group. Like she didn't want her in the group anymore. She wanted to be the only light-eyed, light-skinned black girl in Destiny's Child. So I think her name was Farrah. She was trying to get Farrah out. So she faked the concern. And this is stuff that jealous women do all the time. That's why I keep making these kind of videos. Not because I want to be redundant on the same subject, because I want to open women's eyes as to the tactics and the type of tools and the type of things that jealous women will do in order to the type of things jealous women will do in order to sabotage, and fake concern is one of them. Another example of that is, if you guys remember watching Basketball Wives, Jen was married to a multi-million-dollar basketball player. They were in the midst of the divorce, and while they were in the midst of the divorce, Evelyn Lozada ended up dating Chad Ochocinco. And Chad Ochocinco was really big in football around that time. So he was sending her like red bottoms and flowers and sending her all these things to her shop, trying to court her. And when I could see the look on Jen's face when Evelyn came out with her red bottom shoes and was like, oh my God, look, guess who got me this? Look at this cute card. Look at what Chad got me. And when I saw Jen's face, I could see the jealousy in her face because she was going through a divorce at that time. And that's why I always tell women, like, listen, just celebrate and quiet. Be successful and quiet. If a man sends you gifts, you don't have to show your friend the gift. Like, okay, that's a subject for another time. I'm not even going to go there. That's going to take too long. But I saw the jealousy and the envy on Jen's face. And then Jen was like, I don't know. Like, do you really want to do another athlete though? Like, seriously, another athlete? Are you sure you want to do that? And she tried to make it look like she was concerned about Evelyn's well-being and that she didn't want Evelyn to date an athlete because they're bad or they're cheaters and all that stuff. When in reality, you're just jealous that you're going through a divorce. And while you're going through a sad time, she's going through a happy time. So you want to take that away from her because you want misery loves company. And that's why I always tell women, I have women as my associates. I have female associates, people to do business with, people that I keep at arm's length. But as far as deep, intimate friendships amongst women, those friendships will rarely survive if you are progressing. Like, in order for friendships amongst women to last, 9 times out of 10, you have to be on the same level as that woman. If you start to surpass her in any way, in any area, whether it's beauty, money, relationships, connections, your brand, whatever it is, the minute you start to surpass her, things are going to start to get weird. I'm not saying that's always the case, but 9 times out of 10, friendships amongst women will only last if you and them are on the same level or if you are lower than them in some way. But if you start to surpass them even slightly, the relationship is going to change. The friendship is going to change. And all of you guys, especially all of you ladies who have a lot of experience in friendships, who are older women, you know what I'm talking about. This is certain things that people do not say because it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. The truth doesn't always sound good, but that doesn't mean it's not the truth, right? Another example of this would be Raw Ali on Love and Hip Hop, Raw Ali and Tahiri, when she was saying, oh, you know, all you do is go online and show your body. You know, you want men to respect you, but all you do is go online and wear these bikini photos and take these photos in short shorts. Raw. You know Tahiri's a video girl. You know she's a vixen. What did you expect her to do? That's her career. That's how she makes her money. That's how, and the thing is, she tried to make it seem like she was concerned about Raw's well-being and the type of men that Raw attracts, but you were dating those same type of men. So it's really not about that. Raw's pictures triggers something in you to know that your best friend looks so good and you don't feel like you're at her level physically, body-wise. So you have to shame her in some way by faking a concern, when in reality, if you looked like her, you would take the same pictures. I can't speak for her, but that's how I feel. That's what I think. And women have to be very careful when it comes to fake concern from jealous women. Jealous women who probably are single and you're in a relationship and they're like, oh my God, what's going on? You know, you can talk to me about him, because they really just want to convince you to break up with him because they don't want to be the only single friend. Or the friend that's married in the group, and there's another friend that's married in the group, and the friend that's married is thinking about getting a divorce, and the married friend is like, no, I know he's abusive towards you, but I don't want to be the only married friend. I need somebody to relate to. So you should stay with him. Like with women, you have to be very careful with what they're concerned about and the intention behind it. Sometimes it is genuine concern. Sometimes they really do care. But a lot of the times, that's not what it is. It's just like you could work at a company, right? And you start losing weight, you look good, waist is getting thinner, you know, butt is getting bigger, hips getting wider, you're looking good, you're losing a lot, or you're just getting slim overall. Here comes a woman in the workplace. Oh my God, you're getting so small. Don't lose any more weight. Don't lose any more weight. You're getting too skinny. But, you know, I don't want you to look unhealthy. That is a lie. She is just trying to feel triggered as to how quickly you're getting in shape. And it's really starting to get to her now. You know, your ambition, the fact that you were so determined to lose that weight, it's getting to her now. So she has to fake a concern and act like she cares that you're getting too small. But in reality, she's like, okay, now you're really getting on supermodel status. You're really getting on supermodel status now. I remember there was a time when I was doing announcements for a church years ago. I had this really bright red lipstick, and the lady's like, oh, well, I think your lipstick is a little bit too bright for the camera, so let's wipe the lipstick off. And the camera guy is like, no, she's fine, I can change the lighting. She's like, no, it's too bright for the camera. I don't want her to look too bright on the camera. I don't want her lips to take over. But in reality, she was just jealous that the red lips looked so good on me. And the cameraman told her it's fine, but she still made it seem like she was concerned about my lips looking like clown lips, but in reality, she just didn't like how good I looked behind the lens. So I'm gonna stop the video here. Hopefully this helped you guys. This can relate to men as well. The fake concern, how jealous people pose as their concern, but it's really a fake concern. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. Don't forget to sign up for the masterclass on Sunday.